Right, for some reason, at some point during the last time I tried to record this video, I paused it and kept talking, not realising I'd paused it. So now you can hear the washing machine in the background because it was on a quiet spin at the time. Now it's on a high spin. So my apologies for the washing machine in the background. Right, what have I been doing? Not a lot really. Cosmetic mostly. I fitted these little LEDs. I've taken out these and used a piece of, where's it gone? Used a piece of this like styrene plastic card and made a backing piece which I haven't fastened in yet, so if it falls out, apologies. Now I could have mounted these LEDs into this, but they take like a 10mm hole, and once I've cut it to that degree I can never use them again, so I've left it intact, and so that I may be able to put them back in at a later date. Right, so I'm not going to show you these working just yet because, well, they're LEDs. When they're lit, they just look like a blob of blue light, so you can't tell. They're reasonably bright. I quite like the beady little eye look that it's giving this truck. Now, the plan is I have some 2mm gauge fibre optic cable. Now, it's not designed to transmit light from end to end like normal fibre optic where you would mount them with the ends poking out that way. It's designed so that it's got like little fractures inside it, so that it's meant to light up like EL wire. So I'm going to run a piece around the edge either side, and I'm going to mount the indicator at the side so it lights up like a daytime running light, be white, and then the indicators will make it flash orange. Now I'll just put some dim white light on it and bright orange LED, so hopefully if I pull this off it'll look really good. I've not tried it and I can't even find my fibre optic cable, so that's why it's not done right now. I was hoping to show you in this video. Now somebody did ask me about the lighting kit that it had on before, which unfortunately is broken. At some point while I was taking the chassis on and off, this very old light kit, the wires have all snapped off. Now I don't know anything about electronics, so I have basic knowledge of soldering, so I could attach them, but I don't know. There's 4 wires and I don't know which one goes where. Now I was asked what the lighting kit was. It is the ASRC LED lighting kit 2. You can't see what it says there, but that's what it is. It came from my Thunder Tiger DX, Thunder Tiger Sparrowhawk DX drift car, which I don't know if any of you have ever seen. It's got a Porsche 911 body on it in a minute. It came with the kit when I swapped it to somebody for a Slash, tractor Slash. Whether that were a good swap or not, I don't know. And it had the lighting kit, but I never used it, so I took the kit off for this. Oh, that's the washer finishing. Now, it never had the hazard lights working when it was on the drift car, but when I had it on this, the hazard lights worked every time it stopped, so I thought, awesome! I really wanted a kit with hazard lights on, but they're expensive. So I dropped lucky there until I broke all the wires. If I can find somebody who knows a way around a circuit board and can help me solder them back on, I'll refit them, but just for now, it's got a static light kit. The light bar will work, it's not wired up. The lights will be wired up to the auxiliary, so when I turn the car on, the lights will come on. Or I'll wire them to a little switch to the auxiliary so I can switch them on manually. The position lights and the number plate lights will be attached to that. Right. Yeah, I'll have to wire up a switching line for these because I want the running light and these side lights and the back lights to come on with the car. Yeah. Now, the bumper, you may or may not notice any difference, but I've tucked it in. It was sat, I can actually get my finger through that gap there. It was sat so far forward. I've tucked it right in now, so you can't really, not really be able to tell, but it looks stupid to me. So I spent ages moving this winch. Now, it's not a working winch. It is a working winch, but I've not connected it up. I don't want it to work. I just wanted it to look good, and it does. Same as none of these lights work either, and I've no plans on wiring them up either. So, yeah, this is the wire for the lights. I was going to show you working, but lights covered that. They just look like blobs. So what have I done to this? When I bought these axles, which were on that truck up there, I wanted the black ones, but these titanium grey ones were $69, and the black ones were $110. $40 difference just for them being black. Now, black axles are obviously much more scale under a rig, but not $40. I bought some other stuff for that $40, which I used well. So these links, I bought a piece of this tube from my local hardware store. I bought this M3, is it M3, M4? Oh no, that's the wrong piece. It's a smaller grade than that. Threaded rod, and I made these links for about $15. And because the way this is designed, no standard links off anything else would fit it exactly, so I had to make them my own. They're just slightly longer than SX10 links, but shorter than the ones on Big Yellow. So that's the reason why I had to make my own. Yeah. Right, so this is pretty much done now. I did try to get this gearbox off this. You can't really see it. Where's my flashlight? It's gone walkies and all this junk. There it is. My little mag light, which I upgraded to LED, and it's still rubbish. Yeah, you can just about see it under there. That's the motor there shining. Yeah, it works long ways. The motor, the end of the motor's there, and it comes all the way to here. So it's actually this long. Now, I wanted to use this under the Ford Excursion and use this gearbox under here, but there just isn't enough space between the seats and this skid plate for it to fit, unfortunately. Now, if I used a bigger I can't remember which is the spare opinion, but if it's a smaller one of those and a larger one of those, I don't know what ratio that gives me. It would fit, but so now that brings me, that's the end of the updates for the Land Rover. I'll show you with the lights on at some point, not in this video, because well, I've still got some work to do. No point wiring it all back up until I've finished. Right, now this puppy, even though it doesn't look any different to the last time we saw it, I've done some work underneath. I had a pair of the old lights. I'm raising the bumper. It's only going to be a single light. I'm going to put some sort of running light on there. So it's got a modified grille, a narrowed grille. So I'm going to raise the bumper and cut the wing a little, so it's going to have more clearance at the front. I did this. Now this is a cheapo skid plate for the old SX10, the original one. I had two of them. I showed it in the last video. I took this off of the Fall Guy truck because I put a black one on that now. I cut it in half. I did mention it in the last video, but it didn't work as I'd hoped. First of all, I didn't get them quite straight. They're straight from side to side, but they are tilted that way slightly. So, but these links don't match up with this. The skid plate on that one is narrower in the middle than this one is from there to there when it was one piece. So what that's done is it's shoved the wheels back a little in the arches. So you can't really, yeah, you can tell it sits too far back. A lot of people will just go, do you know what, it doesn't catch, it's done, I'm happy, but I'm not. Same with the front, they sit forward a little. So I'm going to have to start messing about with links. I didn't want to make any new links for this, but I think if I can move the skid plates around a little and refasten them in, I can get them angles right. So that's it for this. Now the back, plush, no noise. I've got it's well weighted now. The front, on the other hand, it's the shockers, so I need to get some decent shockers for this at some point. Now this motor is going to, let's put some additional light onto this. Has it worked? Yeah. Anyway, this motor's got plenty of space to fit in here somewhere. I did want it underneath in the middle, but it would drop down too far, and there'd be the pinion gear and the spur gear just sort of spinning around waiting to catch anything passing underneath. So I'm going to slot it roughly here somewhere. I may cut this bit of a bulkhead off, so that gives me a drive shaft going from here to a divorce transfer case. Now, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just stick a motor in the middle and drive shaft's done, but it's not going to work. I'd have to raise the ride height so much to accomplish that. It's going to be then a monster truck. I wanted it to be more or less scale, like a slightly lifted standard truck, you know, like a 6 or 8 inch lift. But I'm going to have drive shafts fouling here, and so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This is sort of stalled at the moment till I fit the RC equivalent to writer's block. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I may have to reattach the links to the them things. I hate that. So yeah, I may have some reimagining to do with that. I've thought about sticking the motor here, because behind here I could disguise it as luggage and run the drive shaft that way. I didn't want to do that, but that actually is the easiest way to do it. I've still got a transfer case to fit, so yeah, anyway, so but I will make some sort of chassis plate for that. So this one's going to be a little longer. I was hoping that next time I saw this I'd have it at least drivetrain mated up, even if it wasn't running. But yeah, I'm happy with how that is looking. These are 2.2 tyres on 2.8 rims, and that works. But I thought with the scale writing, the BF Goodrich writing, that they wouldn't work, but they do. So yeah, happy with that. And then we are. That's the update for now. I think I've answered all the questions people had asked of me. So I've got some geometry to sort out on this, drivetrain to line up. I broke the top half off the door, so I'm just going to seal the doors, leave the windows open. So if I want to put a driver in, I'll have to just push him in through the window. I think the battery is going to sit in the back here, so I will be leaving the back window open, but the doors don't work. Like the barn door type, I've got hinges on them, but this isn't straight, so the doors sort of sit at an angle, tip up in the middle, so they aren't going to work either. So I'm not giving up completely on that. I've still got some finagling to do with that, so we'll see. Anyway, so there we go. That's an update for now, peeps. Keep watching. Thanks for all my new subscribers, and hopefully there'll be a running video for either this or the Land Rover soon. Now, one of the links that I used for the Land Rover is actually the link that goes across from the front knuckles, so that one's got no steering on one side, so I'm going to put that back on, and that one is running, so I might get that one out for a bash and see how that one goes, because that is another one of the trucks that I built and hasn't really been used. I'll go on, I'll let you know a secret. When I get that running, I'm going to lengthen it a bit. I've had this GMC top shell for so long now that they're now actually vintage and discontinued. So I've been wanting to get that on there. I've tried it, but them wheels, it looks ace. So I'm going to get myself like a monster truck, a solid axle monster truck built with this. That's for the Fall Guy shells, just sat on it because it fits. So there you go, sneak peek. Thanks for watching, peeps. Comments as to what colour you think I should paint that. I'd thought about a black sort of Ironhide from Transformers look. I've thought about a nice metallic colour, so Let me know what colour you think I should paint that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. More soon. Bye.